golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today's video is about getting your Optishot as accurate as possible. I've done a whole series on tips and tricks to improve your accuracy of the Optishot. One of the key things that I think you have to do is figure out your distances. That is where the Optishot kind of just calculates them, and so you have to know what your distances are and then try to set the Optishot so that it replicates that. Well, one of the ways to do that is to go into your settings and to adjust your speed adjustment. Okay, there's a speed adjustment setting that you will go and adjust. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to test out and see what is the best adjustment to make. Okay, I'm going to start it at 105%, adjusting the speed adjustment to 105%, keeping the distance adjustment at 100, but just adjusting at 5% on the speed, and then testing it again at 110. So what you need to know here is that when I was hitting my 5 iron, I'm going to hit my 5 iron, and when I was hitting my 5 iron at speed adjustment at 100, I was averaging about 154 yards. And so with that, I hit a bunch of shots, and the average was about 154. So with that as our base, let's bump it up to 105 and see how much distance I can get by just doing that. And so then you can just figure out and adjust that speed adjustment to get your Optishot as accurate as possible. So let's test it out, 105, and then we'll do 110, and then we'll take a look at the averages. All right, let's test out the swing speed adjustment. We kept the distance adjustment at 100%, changed the swing speed adjustment to 105%. Remember, when I did it with 100%, my average distance was 154 with a swing speed of 75. So let's see what adjusting it to 105% will do to my distance. I'm going to be hitting a 5 iron. Pretty good looking shot, 168 and 79 club head speed. Another nice shot right at the hole, almost hit the pin. That was 159 yards and 78 club head speed. 162 and 77 miles an hour. '79 and 166 yards. Right over the pin, that was 165 yards, square and inside out, perfect swing. 165 yards, 79 mile an hour swing speed. .154 and 154 yards and 76 mile an hour. .163 and 79 mile an hour. Let's hit one more. .75 and 153. Not a very good shot. It was square and inside out, but it didn't go very far. Let's try it one more time. All right, much worse in terms of an open club face, but 168 yards and 79 mile an hour. So let's bump it up to 110 now. So swing speed adjustment, 110. Let's see what it does to my distance. Here's the stats for that. Whoops. Cancel the wrong, hit the wrong thing there. Swing stats, get up there. Okay, so there you have 9 shots, 78 mile an hour, 162. So about 8 yards and about 3 mile an hour on average. So let's try it with 110 now. Really nice shot, 167 and 80 mile an hour swing speed. Not a very good shot. That was a bad shot. And it went a long ways, 175 yards, and it was 83 mile an hour swing speed. Much better shot right over the pin. 173 and 83 mile an hour. Another poor shot, 165 and 83 mile an hour. There was a good one. Whoa, 177 and 82 mile an hour. Ooh, a little off the mark, 173 and 81 mile an hour. Let's hit one more. $173 and 83 mile an hour. So did get a big increase in mile an hour of our club head speed, and we did increase our distance, probably close to 8 to 10 yards. So let's take a look closer at those numbers. All right, golfers. So there you can see, to get your Optishot as accurate as possible, figure out your distance, and then adjust the speed adjustment to fit that. What I found is that when you adjust it to 105 in terms of your speed adjustment, you are going to get about 3.8, almost 4 miles an hour more speed on your club head speed, and your distance is going to increase by about 8 yards. Okay, when you bump it up to 110, now you're going to get about 8 mile an hour on your swing speed, and you're going to get about 18 yards more distance. So use that as your gauge to figure out what the optimal distance and speed adjustment is for your Optishot. I hope that helps. I use that speed adjustment more than anything else. I'm gonna do another video here on the distance adjustment, and you may want to use that instead of the speed adjustment. You'll just have to figure out which works best for you. All right, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get a lot out of it to make our Optishot that much more accurate. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this in the future. I've done a bunch of tips and tricks on the Optishot, so please subscribe to my channel, get those notifications so you know when new videos are out, and let's keep getting better at golf.